Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it is Friday Eve. Yes, that sounds a lot better than Thursday night, doesn't it? Friday Eve. Forgive me, it's been quite an emotional week for me. So I'm gonna get through this the best way I can and hopefully not break down on you guys because I have to be in my own energy and my own space as well. So if you notice the above, it says you, or below, I don't know where it's at, you don't look depressed on social media, which right now I'm not. So, but I did have a family member tell me that when I was just trying to figure out what I was being diagnosed with and what was going on with me. I just knew I was sleeping a lot. I knew I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't go to work. You know, I was scheduled for 40 hours and showing up for 20 hours. So it wasn't until I got understood what post-traumatic stress disorder, or what's now actually being switched over to post-traumatic stress injury, because it's actual damage from excessive trauma in your hippocampus, as well as either expansion or contraction, depending on the individual, in the amygdala area of the brain, and the frontal lobe of the brain is affected, all the emotional aspects. But with that also comes recurring depression at times, and clinical depression is 2 weeks or longer. I'm not a medical professional. However, I've been doing this for quite some time, and I have cited the sources in the linky thingy description of what today is. So, according to the World Health Organization, depression is the leading cause of disability worldwide. That's 264 million individuals worldwide experiencing depression, the leading cause of disability. But yet we don't really talk about it that much because it's a mental disorder and an emotional disorder. But if we want to talk about diabetes, or we want to talk about, anything physical, that's more accepted. Or is it? Depression can lead to suicide, and suicide is actually the second leading cause of deaths from age group 15 to 29-year-olds. So why aren't we talking about this a lot more? Between 76 and 80% of low to middle income countries don't receive treatment for mental health disorders and or depression, which, as we know, is now the leading cause of disability worldwide. So today I want to discuss with you guys some natural treatments that you can do without medication, but I would suggest that no matter what, you don't self-diagnose and you don't let a friend diagnose you at all or ever. You should always seek professional help in the event that you're feeling symptoms for 2 weeks or more. If there's sad, you grieve if someone passes away, you lose a job, you grieve that. But anything lasting longer than 2 weeks, where you can't get out of bed, you're losing interest in things that you typically love and enjoy, you're feeling detached from your loved ones, from your children, you don't want to shower, you don't want to eat, or you want to eat everything. That was me. I really suggest that you contact some individuals, professional individuals. And if you don't know anybody, I do have some very close contacts who are wonderful individuals, wonderful therapists and psychiatrists that would be more than happy to help you and talk with you. So some things of what not to say to somebody who's experiencing depression or some form of mental illness. You don't look depressed on social media, because I can tell you from personal experience, those who do suffer or experience, do not want anyone to feel the pain that we feel inside. So we are going to do everything possible to make somebody else laugh, or make somebody else feel comfortable, or make somebody else feel joyful and peaceful and be there. But those are the people that you also need to check on, because they're always trying to be a light. We're trying to kind of almost mask what we're feeling or hide it. Now, I can tell you right now, I've already told you it's been a rough week for me. And I actually had someone notice that this morning and reach out to me. So I thank that individual kindly. Another thing of what not to say is, you look terrible. Don't say that to somebody, and never say that to a female, no matter what. But, when you can't get out of bed, and when you don't feel like you can shower or do the basic necessities in life, yeah, you're going to look a little terrible. So the best thing to do is just kind of sit with that person and be with them and offer compassion and love and ask them what they're needing in this time or what you can do to help get them up and out. I know, sometimes when my mom and I would talk, when I was on a low, she would just kind of coach me through it. And so would my therapist at the time, and they would communicate together on how they can help me come out of it. So don't tell somebody they look terrible. They already feel terrible. They don't want to feel more terrible. Don't tell somebody to get over it. Clinical depression is not a choice. It's just not. You don't have control over what's happening with you. What's wrong with you? Well, I'm depressed. That's what's wrong with me. Don't ask somebody what's wrong with you, especially in a condescending way. Don't diagnose your friends or your loved ones. Here's what I think the problem is. Yeah, don't say that. Don't do that. Instead, ask what you can do to help. And sometimes that individual might not know what they need or how you can help, and that's okay. Sometimes I was telling one of my new friends on Facebook that it's okay to just ask that person what they need in this time. And if they don't know, ask them, do you want me to sit with you? Sometimes you just want someone in the same space as you. Like, you could be sitting here and someone could be sitting on the couch, but you just want to know that you're safe and someone's there if you need them. If they want a hug, I said, like, squeeze them so tight, like they feel like their head's going to pop off. And listen. 2 ears, 1 mouth. And listen with the intent to listen, not with the intent to respond. I think we all want to be heard, no matter whether you experience mental illness or not. We all want to be heard as a person, and we want to be understood and valued. So listen with the intent to listen. Suck it up. Yeah, no, don't do that. I'm not going to spend time with that. Just don't do it. You're crazy. Well, yes, I know that. Thank you for sharing. But don't tell someone who's experiencing depression that they're crazy. They're not crazy. We're all crazy. So how about that? Okay? Stop it. You can't just stop depression. You can't just stop mental illness. It doesn't work that way. If it worked that way, everyone would be fine and be like hypnotism, and you snap your fingers and they come out of it. It doesn't work that way. But what you can do is suggest something to do together. Like, let's go for a walk, or let's go dinner together, or let's play a game. And even there's been times where, even with my children, they're wanting to do something and I'm not, and I'll just sit there and at least participate. And then just by being in that moment, it brings out laughter and joy, because they're my kids. So that detachment becomes reattached in those moments, just sitting with them and listening to them communicate with each other. You don't need medication. Some people don't need medication. Some people do need medication, and that's okay. And medication is not a permanent thing. Medical marijuana is a medication. There's a doctor out here that I'm in communications with who's experiencing with, how do you say it? Like, I don't know what they're called, like mushrooms and stuff. There's been several studies on mushrooms about resetting the brain and reprogramming the brain. I haven't done it, but it's been a study, I guess. And they've had some great results with that. And then there's medical big pharma medication. There's, CBD oils. There's vitamins and minerals and all types of stuff. So, there's different options. And if you're more of a naturalist, then, you got to try what you got to try. Whatever works, works. And even if you're against it, if it works, it works. It doesn't have to be permanent. Okay. Don't say people have it worse than you. Yes, we know that. People across this whole world have it worse sometimes, but to hear that other people have it worse makes it worse, because it makes you feel even more like crap, like you're being whiny, or you're being Thank you, April, for that. Okay, so mushrooms reset the default mode network. And April, I've been in communications with the doctor out here at UNM, and he wants me to try it and a couple other individuals, but I'm too scared. So I won't be trying that anytime in the near future. But yes, I've heard that it rewires the brain content, especially for post-traumatic stress injury. But thank you for that. Now, some natural depression treatments. In April, if you have any other things to add on this, then go ahead. Please feel free to put it in the chat. Get a routine. Get yourself on a routine. Now, that's really hard when you can't even get out of bed. So get yourself on a routine. Like, okay, at 10 o'clock, I'm going to take a shower, and that's going to be my routine for 2 days, and go back to work. And then I'm going to, you just take, which is your memories and create your fear extinction with the mushrooms or the resetting. April, can you explain that more, hon, please? Thank you. So start to get a routine, and it can just be super small. And that goes along with setting goals. Set personal goals. Again, start super small. I'm going to get up, I'm going to brush my teeth and take a shower by this time. I'm going to, go for a walk today. I'm going to read with one of my kids today. I'm going to cook dinner with one of my kids today. Something super, super small that you can create a rhythm with. Let's see. April, I would love for you to share your experiences. And if you want to jump on, or if we want to do a live together, that would be great. So you can, because I've been on medical marijuana when I lived back home in Illinois, and it was great, but I can't do that here in New Mexico because of the job I have. So I would love to have a conversation about medical marijuana and then mushrooms and resetting your default mode. So yeah, let's talk about that. That would be great. Exercise. I will be the first one to tell you that when I am not getting out of bed, there's no exercising happening. It's more like food going in the mouth type thing happening. However, exercising boosts your endorphins, so that those are your feel good energies. So I have been back on that, which is good because it's been really helpful this week. And then you do feel good about yourself after you exercise. Eating healthy. And I'm sure, April, you can attest to this, that there's actually evidence back to the 1920s and before that high-fat foods are really great. High-fat foods like the keto diet, it helps with, I think it's epilepsy. It's been epilepsy, depression, and a whole Alzheimer's, diabetes. My friend was on diabetes medication and she's not anymore because the high fat diets. Your brain is 70, don't quote me on this, I think it's 70% fat. I'm going to look at the statistic on that so I'm not giving false information, okay? Sleep, guys, rest. Yesterday I took a 2-hour nap. I know most people can't do that, but I needed to. My body I know what my body needs, and I had to shut down. Challenge your negative thoughts. So something my mom taught me a long time ago was to cancel, clear, delete. So anytime I think a negative thought, and I taught this to my kids and they'll catch me too. I'll go cancel, clear, delete, and I'll wipe that negative energy away, and I'll replace that with something that is fun. Yes. Awesome. April says, yes, all those and intermittent fasting, of course. I'm getting back on it, girl. I'm getting back on it. I took a dive, and then now I'm working my way downtown. So I cancel, clear, delete, and wipe away any and all negative thoughts, and I replace it with affirmations and positivity. So I have all along my desk here affirmations and positivity and fueling my brain with just good vibes and getting the negative crap out. So this one specifically says, I have mental illness. I am not my mental illness. I am powerful enough to achieve my goals, dreams, and desires in spite of it. And I do my best to stay in routine and go through all of these cards and look at my vision boards first thing in the morning and then at night before I go to bed. You guys don't know how powerful that really is. And I have a coach that's really been helping me with business and kind of getting me out of my comfort zone and all that. So I'll go into that in a minute. Do something new, do something you're not used to. And I've challenged you guys the other day to reach out to 10 new people, 10 old people on your social media, but they're new to you. Like you haven't talked to them in a long time, or they're friends on your page, but you've never actually had a conversation with them. So that's something I've been doing, and it's been meeting some pretty cool people. So it's awesome. And try to have fun. Like I said, I may not be present in the moment all the time, but at least if I come out and attempt to participate, then usually by the end of it, I'm at least smiling and laughing. So it kind of pulls me out. Now, it has been a low week for me, and I have to give props to my coaches, because I need more fun. Oh, April, you're a mommy. You're always fun. You have a little boy running around. What are you going to do for fun, April? I know we're in quarantine, but give me something you're going to do for fun in the next 24 hours, just for you. Wow, I'm saying a lot. Sorry, guys. Although I'm not supposed to say sorry. I have to give mad props to CJ Arte. He is my coach. Him and his wife, the Honey Badger, they have been helping me so much. And I know if you've been watching me for a long time, I get forward and then I recluse back, and I get forward and then I recluse back. April says he has fun. I get frustrated. April, have you gotten my book yet? Because I talk about the frustration with the kids and owning that energy. It's only $9.95, girl. It's called Unchoke Me, the 7 steps to releasing that frustration. So I'm so sorry, guys. Where was I? I apologize. Oh, he's great though. All kids are great, especially when they're sleeping. Coach CJ Arte and his wife, the Honey Badger, they're both financial coaches and just all around amazing individuals. And with what I go through, it's so easy for me to retract back, and so easy for me to go back to my fear and think about what people are thinking about me or what they're saying. And I don't know how I'm focusing with the comments, April. I really don't. And I just want to honor my coach, because it wasn't until I got CJ and Honey Badger and the Eagles in my life that I started propelling forward and stopped living in fear and started living in my power. And even though I coach on standing in my power, I have my voice, I have my power, and I love it and I honor it. But for me to push through that, it wasn't until CJ told me, gave me permission to be who I wanted to be. And after that, now you guys have been seeing me live every day, twice a day. So I'm very grateful and thankful for that. And I have a team of powerful women behind me, Carol Baker and Lois Eich, and all these individuals. I'm shoveling. Thank you for being authentic, April. Thank you so much. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I'm trying, girl. I'm working through it all. I'm surprised I'm not crying right now, but I greatly appreciate you, and I appreciate everyone on my page, and I just want to be as authentic as possible and let you guys know that it's okay to have ups and downs, and it's okay to reach out. And that's the biggest thing I've learned in the last year, is that it is okay to reach out, and not everybody's against you. Not everybody wants to hurt you. there are some really cool people in this world who are just genuine and authentic and really want to help you personally, really want to help with your business, really want to help in life. And there's different coaches for different areas. And I'm just in the space of extreme greatness right now. And hi, Sammy. Hi, beautiful lady. I love you so much. And I hope you're doing okay. So guys, I hope you learned something today, and I hope I helped one or two of you. And thank you, April, for being authentic in this space. And I'd really like to do a live together about the mushrooms and then the medical marijuana and how that helps. And well, have a good night, guys. I love y'all so much. I'm dressed to work out. I actually have like my tummy sucker in because I got to get back on track. So guys, just be in the space of love and know that it's okay. Today was rough. Oh, I said, don't make me cry. I'm glad I'm helping you guys out. I really am, because you guys are helping me out too. So thank you so much for the positive feedback and the loving feedback. And I just hope I'm helping you guys out, even just a little. So the resources on today's discussion are in the chats. And then April, you and I'd like to have a conversation, and maybe I can pull some of my psychologist friends on too, so we can learn how to help each other more. I love you guys so much. I have to go get a workout in, and have a great night.